It is Therapy Thursday, a day where we answer your questions with the help of our friend, Dr. Brenda Lloyd-Jones from the University of Oklahoma. Dr. Brenda, good to see you.
Good to see you, Jonathan. Welcome back.
Well, thank you. It's great to be back. We got two questions today. Our first one comes from Noah. Noah says, in my discussions with close friends and family, I've noticed a tendency to use the term sympathy and empathy interchangeably. My goal is to communicate with precision. When should I use sympathy? And when is empathy the better choice?
Well, Noah is not the only person who does this, the interchangeable, interchanging sympathy and empathy. Use sympathy when you want to express support for and compassion for someone who's going through a difficult time. And so a sentence using sympathy might simply be, I extend my sympathy to you during this challenging time. On the other hand, empathy is an opportunity to connect with someone. So when you really connect with someone's feelings or understand their experience and can walk in their shoes, then that is empathy. And a sentence using empathy might sound like this. My empathy for your situation is genuine because I've gone through something similar, so I can identify with your experience. Here's the heart of the matter. You want to use them correctly because while they're cousins, there is a difference in their emotional connection and understanding. With empathy, actually getting into the skin, getting into the shoes, while sympathy showing support and compassion.
Sympathy, support. Easy to remember.
Yes, good.
All right. Our next question comes from Emma. Emma says, in intense work-related discussions, especially with my manager, I occasionally find myself on the verge of tears. I'm uncomfortable with this as it seems unprofessional and may make my manager uneasy. What strategies can I use to regulate my emotions and avoid tears in such situations? That's a good question.
Yeah, it is an excellent question. You know, sometimes we can get heated at work and we can certainly feel on the verge of tears. So certainly provides a useful question here. I would suggest a couple of strategies. One is called pause and reflect. And this is an opportunity, if you feel yourself on the verge of tears or that lump growing in your throat, then you can excuse yourself. It's appropriate, and find a quiet space where you can collect yourself and maybe even practice a few deep breathing exercises, as well as collect your thoughts. Think about what has been said and return more poised and ready to engage in the conversation. Another strategy that I use with my clients, and I also use it myself, is called I call it prepare and get ready to and prepare. And what it is you think about what might be triggering for you. For example, if you're going through a performance review, you think about what questions might trigger you, what might upset you, and before you get to the performance review, you begin practicing your response. And so your responses, that way you know how you will respond, you know how you will react, and you will be better prepared. This way, you can almost have your script together by the time that you get to work, because you kind of know what your boss or your manager will say about your performance, and you know where you are strong and where you need improvement. Why not be ahead of the game and get yourself together?
All right, great advice. Dr. Brenda, thanks for being here. We appreciate it.
It's my pleasure.
If you would like us to consider a question for next week, send us an email, therapythursday@griffin.news. We'll be right back after this break.